I know I can treat you better than he can, but everything like you deserves a gentleman. Good morning, hello guys. So what's up? How are you? I'm very fine, I'm very well. So yesterday we discussed some points at the water cycle, the importance of the water, right? The importance in our world about water, right? So water is essential, right? It's essential for our lives, especially because of the hydration. We need to hydrate, right? We need to hydrate our bodies, yeah, to keep, yeah, our bodies healthy. Então, assim, a importância da água, ela é extrema para a nossa vida, né? Para a gente poder se hidratar muitas vezes, porque só assim o nosso corpo também se conserva, né? A gente sabe que é necessário que haja esse consumo de água diário, né? No mínimo 2 litros é a recomendação. E sabemos que a água, ela traz muitos benefícios, além da hidratação. Mas também eu posso encontrá-las em outros ambientes. We may find this resource at some places, such as lakes, rivers, lagoons, and others, oceans, right? Example, here in Brazil, the ocean, we have the kind of this frontier, right? In east, right? In east and the north, we have the Atlantic Ocean. Então, como por exemplo de oceano, a gente tem o Oceano Atlântico, né, que é fronteira com o Brasil, né? Se trata de um local que banha o território brasileiro, okay? Right? So let's continue our reading comprehension, right? Our message from water, okay? So Unit 5, water. Let's comprehend some vocabs, okay? Some words, some expressions, right?
Teacher Jonathan, just before you start, João Gabriel sent you a hug.
Sorry?
João Gabriel sent you a hug.
Thank you so much. Hugs to you guys, thank you. Thanks for the attention and the care. Obrigado, valeu pelo carinho. But before the questions, there is just a brief explanation about the water. Because, of course, water has benefit. But on the other side, there is some concern about this part. Okay? Então, da mesma forma que a água ela é muito importante para a gente e traz muitos benefícios, existe um ponto voltado ao não cuidado dessa água, e a utilização dessa água pode ser perigosa dependendo de algumas situações. Então aqui nesse texto ele comenta um pouco sobre esse risco, ok? So let's follow this text, okay? Water gives life, but it is also a killer. Less than 1% of the water on Earth is fresh water, and not all of that water is clean and safe to drink. Então, realmente não é seguro, nem toda água ela é segura, ela é limpa, né, e segura para beber, né? Opa, eu posso beber qualquer tipo de água. Não. Okay? Be careful about this. Okay, about that. So, it mentioned some points here about this unsafe water. Okay, what is unsafe? Dangerous, a kind of dangerous. Okay, perigoso, algo que não é muito seguro, certo? Unsafe water is one of the top 10 killers in the world. Unfortunately, there are some diseases related to the dirty water. Então, existe, né, algumas doenças, né, infelizmente relacionadas assim a poluição, né? Essa água poluída, essa água que ela não é tão segura também, tá certo? Então a gente tem que tomar muito cuidado quando a gente vai beber água, que água é essa, se essa água foi filtrada, principalmente nesses períodos em que a gente está nesse isolamento. É fundamental que a gente possa ter
todo esse procedimento para que a gente se sinta bem, mas que a gente tome cuidado com a nossa saúde. Okay, so be careful with this, with the health for ourselves. Okay, it's so important.
Teacher Jonathan, people here are mentioning the importance of water in our lives. They're saying unsafe water is actually a risk to people's lives.
Yes, for sure. Totally risky. Totally risky because in this kind of water there are some elements that can harm us to a disease, right? Sometimes, for example, to the dehydration, the diarrhea, right? Some diseases that can possibly transform to a graver problem, ok? Então, realmente, há casos de doenças relacionadas a essa contaminação da água e que, infelizmente, mais tarde pode ocasionar algo mais sério, né? A gente tem a questão da desidratação, né, que é muito séria, que a gente, quando ou deixa de beber ou mesmo bebe uma água que é indevida, essa água ela não está limpa, não está higienizada, digamos assim, não está própria para beber, acontece esse risco também com relação ao nosso corpo. Okay, so attention to that. Okay, great. So that's why they talk about. It mentions that unsafe water is a risk because it is the top 10 killers in the world. Okay, então tá no top lá, tá entre os 10 que mais matam, né? Essa água que não é tratada, que não é segura de beber. Okay? Dirty water causes 80% of all diseases in some part of the world. So in this case, as I told you, this dirty water is very dangerous. It's very unsafe. That's why it can cause 8% of all diseases. Okay? Nice. Now there are more than 230. Great, good job, students. Let's go, let's keep doing this part. Galera, assim, eu costumo tratar como principal essa parte do vocabulário, do conhecimento, porque a gente também trata de outros assuntos, né, que são importantes, ok? So, tell me, please, answer me about, do you drink water every day? E aí? Vocês bebem água todo dia, pelo menos 2 litros? E aí? O que é que vocês podem me dizer a respeito? Okay? I drink water 2 liters as well. So, please, type, okay? Type on the chat, please, right? So, here in this case, 80%. Wow, this is so huge amount. This is so huge percentage. Então, é uma porcentagem muito alta, né, dessa contaminação, dessa água suja que ela causa, né? Ela pode causar todas essas doenças, né? Existe uma também, inclusive voltada a essa parte tóxica, né? Pode criar, inclusive, uma intoxicação alimentar. Okay? There's a disease called botulism. Botulism. I will put here. Botulism. Okay? Botulism. O botulismo é uma doença relacionada também a essa questão da intoxicação, da contaminação de alguns, tanto do líquido quanto de sólidos. Então é muito sério, a gente tem que tomar muito cuidado quando a gente vai beber água. A gente pode beber água sem antes conferir. Ok? Great. Gabriel, any comments about the water consumption?
Kids are here answering that they do drink a lot of water.
Perfect. Oh, perfect job. The quantifier. You remember the quantifier, guys. Great. A lot of water. Yes. It's important to drink it. Okay? Next part. Attention. Excuse me, Stanley, on what page? Page 97. Okay? Page 97. Right now, I'm going to the second question. Okay? Então, ainda não cheguei na questão. Eu estou só explicando uma parte em que, na página 97, ele mostra sobre esses riscos que uma água não tratada pode ocasionar à nossa saúde, ao nosso corpo. Ok? Next one. Learn new words. Listen and repeat. Okay, so there are some words here, and that's interesting because I put just some examples from these sentences from the listening. Okay, so let's listen.
Jonathan,
to
just a
these
minute.
words.
Isaac asked, teacher, why is the salty water dangerous?
The salt water dangerous because of the concentration of salt, of course, because sometimes it's important to pay attention to this consumption. But of course, the salt water you can see in the oceans, but the oceans possibly there are other substances. Então, na água salgada, como por exemplo nos oceanos, em outros ambientes também, ela pode conter certas substâncias que não são apropriadas. E além disso, existe também o risco dessa concentração de sal muito alta, e aí pode ser muito danoso ao nosso corpo. É por isso que existe um sistema de tratamento de água, né? O sistema de tratamento de água, the water treatment system, is so important to drink the adequate water. Então, existe esse sistema de tratamento de água para que possamos beber uma água apropriada, né? Uma água filtrada com a certa quantidade de sal, tá certo? Então é muito necessário.
Gente, duas coisinhas rapidinho aqui pro pessoal do chat. Primeiro que o teacher Jonathan mentioned unsafe and not salty. Okay? These two words are different from one another. E a segunda é, o teacher Jonathan, eu vou falar aqui pro teacher Jonathan cantar, mas ele vai cantar no final da aula, tá bom? Vamos lá aqui concentrado.
Okay. No problem. So let's listen to this question, okay? Let's go.
Activity 2. Learn new words. Listen and repeat. Cloud. When water in the sky cools down, it makes a cloud.
Fresh water. Fresh water is water that is not from the sea.
Ground. Water flows onto the ground and helps plants to grow.
Ice. When it's very cold, water turns to ice.
Lake. There are a lot of large lakes in Canada.
Melt.
Okay,
Activity 2.
sorry.
Learn new words.
Just a second. So here there are 5 first words, right? Cloud. Cloud is a formation of water, right? So the water as a steam, as a vapor, they can form, okay, the cloud, right? The cloud is a formation of some water, right? The cloud is just like that, okay? This is the cloud. Cloud, right? Great, good. And next one is the fresh water. Fresh water comes from rivers, right? Lakes, lagoons, okay? So fresh water, okay? There is salt water from the ocean, but also there is fresh water, okay? Fresh water. Ground. What is the ground? The ground is the floor. So example, I stand here and here this is the ground. Okay, this is the ground. Some plantations happen because of this ground. Okay, it's the surface, kind of surface too. Okay, ground. Ice, it's the solid shape, right? It's the solid shape of water. So in this case, here, a solid shape like that. Okay, this one, you see it? Yeah, about water. I try to do that, but yeah, do you know that? This is ice, right? This is a part of water, okay? This is a solid shape of water. So, ice. Okay? And lake is the reservoir in which contain, right, fresh water. So, example, Titicaca Lake. It's a kind of lake here in South America. Okay? So here there are some examples about this vocab, these words. Okay? Any questions again about these words? Please comment. Okay? Comment, type. Okay? About these words. Okay? Next one. Next part. Okay, let's see.
Activity 2. Learn. Water flows onto the ground and helps plants to grow.
Ice.
Okay,
When
repeat
it's
it
very
again.
cold, water turns to ice.
Ice. Yeah.
Lake. There are a lot of large lakes in Canada.
Melt. When it gets hot, snow and ice melt and turn to water.
Ocean. The ocean covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface.
Rain. Rain falls from the sky onto the ground.
River. Rivers flow from the mountains to the sea.
Nice. So here these four words. Melt. What is melt? Example. You see the ice? And the ice, this is a kind of action. You see the ice? Here in this ice, there's the solid, and when it's turning into a liquid shape, into a liquid, this is the process, okay, this process of melt. So the ice melts. This is an action, ok? Então o gelo ele derrete. Então esse melt aí trata-se dessa ação do derretimento, né? Do sólido para o líquido, ok? Melt. So the ice, some blocks of ice melt, ok? Ocean. Examples of ocean: Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, right? This is a kind of a natural reservoir, water reservoir, okay, with salt water, right? The salt water is in the ocean. Yeah, you see here in the example, salt water is in the ocean. So this kind of place contains salt water. Next one, rain. Oh, rain, great. Rain, this is so common here in Fortaleza, right? The rain falls from the sky onto the ground. Of course, there is a precipitation from the cloud, and then they precipitate, right? This is the process. This is rain. Yeah? Okay? Great. So remember, ground is a kind of the surface, right? About the planet or plantations is in the ground. Okay?
Teacher Jonathan.
Hi.
A student here is asking the difference between ground and floor.
Ground and floor. This is a very interesting point. Sometimes they are synonyms sometimes, but in another point, you may understand ground as other examples, other meanings, ok? Então, nesse caso tanto do ground como do floor, no caso do floor, a gente trata como o chão, né? O chão, tá certo? O andar de um local fechado, tá certo? Ou muitas vezes de um certo ambiente. No caso do ground, geralmente ele é mais utilizado dentro dessa área voltado ao solo, tá? Então, nesse caso mais específico, a gente tem o solo, tá? Para ambientar mais, tá certo? Ao nosso contexto aqui, nesse caso, ele fala sobre o solo que recebe a água da chuva. Okay, so the rain drops, right? The water drops from the rain go into the ground, right? Falls, right? Falls from the skies onto the ground. Okay? So this is the difference between these two words. Great. So in this case, the river. Oh, the river. Amazon River. Yes, this is an example of a river. Another one is Cocó, right here in Fortaleza. The Cocó is a kind of river, right? Cocó River. Yes. As I told you last class, you may see the picture, right? Cocó River. Great. Continuing the words, the last 4 words. Okay, just a minute, just to adjust here. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Sky. The sky is above us.
Nope.
River.
Okay, continue repeating.
Rivers flow from the mountains to the sea.
Salt water. Salt water is in the ocean.
Sky. The sky is above us.
Yeah.
Snow. There is usually snow at the top of mountains.
Underground. You can often find water underground.
Yeah. Great.
Teacher Jonathan, just before you comment on these new words, Sophia Coelho is asking, Teacher Jonathan, if the ice melts in the mountains, most of the time it melts and goes to the ground?
Good point. Depends on the temperature, right? Depende da temperatura do ambiente. Então, determinadas regiões mais altas, nas montanhas, com certeza pode haver esse derretimento e com certeza ele entra no solo, seja o solo de uma montanha, okay? So it depends on the temperature and about the ground from the mountains or about the ground, about the surface of the planet. Okay, great. So let's see the salt water. Salt water, as I told you, is a kind of water, in this case, related to oceans, right? Oceans. I told you, salt water is in the ocean. This is the sentence from the listening, right? I've exposed here for you to understand this context. Okay, salt water. Sky. No hell below us, above us on the sky. Yeah, have you heard about this song, Imagine, from John Lennon, right? So, of course, the sky is above us. It's above us, okay? Above us, all the sky. So, the sky, it's a place above us, okay? Have you heard this song, Imagine?
Jonathan, you are kind of a new idol to them. They love when you sing.
Oh, thank you so much. I love introducing the music from the English, because there are some of my passion. Yeah, there's some of activities I love doing it. So, thank you so much. I'm so thankful. So, here, in this case, is snow. Oh, is snow. Do you remember the snowman, right? The snowman here, example. Just a second, take a look at that, okay? Let's imagine that I'm not so good at drawings, but example here, the snowman, okay? The snowman, yeah? I think it's kind of it. So snowman comes from snow, right? The snow is just a kind of particle from the sky, okay? It's similar to the rain. So sometimes it falls from the sky. Yeah, the rain falls from the sky, but also you may see snow. Depends on the region. Então, dependendo da região, você tem lá, né, a chuva ou mesmo a neve, Por causa da temperatura, pode acontecer desse resfriamento e aquilo que seria uma chuva na parte líquida se transformar em algo um pouco menos, né, líquido e quase chegando ao sólido, tá certo? As snowflakes, os flocos de neve, ok?
Teacher, I'm sure it will ring a bell. Só pensar no Olaf do Frozen.
Oh, the Frozen. Yeah, this is a good film. Yes, the Olaf, good example. Yes, this is a good example of snowman. Yes, I remember when this film was released. I remember that every child loves this snowman. Great, Olaf. Yeah, this is a good example of snowman. Okay. Underground. This is an interesting word because underground is related to an internal place, an internal region, okay, beyond the ground. So there's the ground. Oh, the ground, the surface. Hey, great. So next, internal, more inner, we have the underground. This is a expression you probably see if you know London, right? In the London example, about the train, about the system, right? About trains in London is called underground. Então, a gente tem essa palavra voltada a essa parte mais interna, né? Eu tenho lá o solo e abaixo dele a parte subterrânea. Então, eu utilizo o termo underground. E provavelmente você deve ter ouvido falar dessa palavra. Por exemplo, caso você já ouve falar ou já conhece, por exemplo, Londres, né? Em Londres tem um sistema de metrô que funciona embaixo, também tem uma parte, né, na superfície, em cima, mas também tem um sistema incrível, muito complexo. Eu fui ano passado, né, para Londres e vi a tamanha complexidade, a perfeição que é, né, o underground, chamado de underground, essa parte lá do sistema de metrô de Londres. É simplesmente formidável. Então, assim, recomendo vocês, caso vocês queiram se deslocar, conheçam um pouco dessa região fantástica, né? Mas voltando para o assunto voltado dessa parte da água, ele comenta sobre a questão da água, né? A água que cai do céu. The water, of course, falls from the sky and sometimes enters into the ground and underground. Então, algumas águas elas também podem penetrar na parte subterrânea e também, de acordo com a frase no final que ele comenta, existe uma água subterrânea. There is the underground water. Eu lembro de uma pesquisa voltada a essa parte da água subterrânea que no Brasil existe mais quantidade de água subterrânea, inclusive, né? O rio Amazonas, né? The Amazon River is the best example of river, is the most voluminous river in the world, and about the underground water too. So in this case, the quantity is huge. Então a quantidade de água subterrânea no Brasil, principalmente próximo justamente no rio Amazonas, é absurdo, é muito grande. O rio Amazonas ele é o mais volumoso do mundo. Ele não é o mais extenso, tá? O mais extenso é o rio Nilo, the Nile River from Egypt. Okay? Great. Next one. So this question 3. Talk about this. Why is the cycle water important to us? Please tell me on comments. Why is the cycle water important to us? E aí? E a importância? Por quê? Por que é importante para nós esse ciclo da água? Para que atividades eu posso perceber que há essa importância desse ciclo da água, certo? Né? No caso, a gente tem, vamos lá. The first step, the water evaporates. So there is vaporization, and this water goes up, right? Goes up into the sky and forms some clouds, okay? Because of the cooling, okay, about this water. Okay, the vapor transform into a particle of water that form the cloud, and next the cloud transforms into a kind of snow, yes, in forms shaped like snow or rain or hail, ok? Então tem esse ciclo, né? A água lá evapora, ela sobe, vai em forma de vapor, ela resfria, forma as nuvens, né? Depois, a partir dessa formação de nuvens, ela tem a precipitação, a chuva, e assim ela volta para o solo. So, Gabriel, any comments about this importance? E aí, gente? O que vocês comentaram a respeito dessa importância? As atividades. Lembrem-se, são atividades que você faz que você acha, o ciclo d'água tem a ver também com esse momento em que eu posso utilizar esse tipo de atividade, né? I will give you an example. For example, sometimes it's important to wear, right? When we wear clothes, it's important, of course, to wash. So when you wash clothes, it's important to expose, yes, to expose these clothes into a place when these clothes are exposed in front of the sun, yes, yes, below sun, so the sun can do this action. Então é necessário quando a gente, por exemplo, pega lá as roupas e pendura lá no varal, por exemplo, existe a evaporação, vaporization, ok? Great news! 267 students. Yes, good job. É isso aí, gente. Que bom ter todos vocês. Fiquem à vontade, tá certo? Para tirar dúvida, para falar sobre essa parte de vocabulário. É bacana a gente poder ter cartas na manga quando a gente quer falar alguma palavra em inglês. It's important to have this kind of, I have this word, so I can say this word, this expression, if I don't know another word. Então é legal a gente ter essas cartas na manga, poder utilizar outras palavras e conhecer a partir de textos. Eu sei o que é essa palavra, porque o tio comentou.
Jonathan, people here are mentioning the importance of the cycle water because you told them previously, I think it was yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Great.
they are mentioning the cycle water is very important.
Great. Good job. Yes, it's very important to us. Okay? The cycle water. And this is very interesting because another example of this importance of cycle water is about the hydration of some places. So, the rain, is important for some places. Então a chuva, muitas vezes, ela é necessária para que o solo ele possa ter a sua fertilidade. It's important to this soil becomes fertile, to this ground becomes fertile. Okay? Great, good. So let's going on to the question. Now let's turn the page, okay? Turn the page 98 right now. The question 4. So in the question 4, there's a text about the recent point that we discussed, right? About water. So here there are some words, and we need to fill this text with these words. So, example about Colorado. The Colorado is 2,330 kilometers. This is correspond to a mile, okay, to a mile, 1,448 miles. So, what is it? Colorado what? Let's write here, okay, so, excuse me, page 98. Good morning if you wake right now. Okay, now it's the English class, so come on here.
Teacher
Page
Jonathan,
98.
kids are here in doubt on how to pronunciate these words above.
All right, so let's repeat, let's listen to the pronunciation from these words. So, cloud, okay, cloud, fresh water, ground, ocean, rain, river, salt water, sky, Okay?
And kids, if you want to, you can repeat. Se vocês quiserem, vocês podem repetir em casa, tá bom? À medida que o Teacher Jonathan vai falando, vocês repetem em casa.
Yes, please. It's important because when we get the pronunciation, we can appropriate from the sense. Então, essa repetição, né, essa utilização também de repetição da pronúncia, ela é importante até para você se apropriar mais da palavra e você reconhecer. Isso é fundamental para o reconhecimento. It's so important to recognize, okay, these words by the pronunciation.
They are all the time typing river, 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 river.
River, very good. Okay, river, the Colorado River. Very good. So, the first one is river, okay? I will highlight here the first. This is the first part. This is the question 4, okay? Question 4, page 98. Next one. The Colorado River is 2,330 kilometers, 1,448 miles long. It flows from the Rocky Mountains in the United States of America through 5 U.S. states into Mexico. It finally flows out into the Delta wetlands. What is that? The Delta wetlands. This is about Pantano, right? É o Pantanal. São zonas, né, de pântanos do Delta, né, que se encontram lá nos Estados Unidos.
Jonathan,
Okay?
Eloisa has a vocab question. What
Hi.
is flows? What does flow mean?
Flows. This is about the fluency. It flows, right? The fluency from, in this case, the fluency from the river, okay? So this river, Colorado River, has this fluency, yes, this fluency, the flowing from the mountains, okay, in the US. So flows, okay, flows. Okay, great. This is the destiny. This is the trajectory from a river. Okay, the river flows into some place, into the ocean, example. Yeah, for instance. So, next one. The in wetlands is very important for wildlife and plants. From wetlands, the river then joins the... Attention. Here is very important. O que seria importante para essas zonas úmidas, esses pântanos? Para a vida selvagem, para as plantas. O que seria importante aí nesse caso? Yeah? Attention. You know that? In this case, okay, the rain, right? The rain is in the wetlands. Is very important for wildlife and plants. Então, como é que vai umedecer essas zonas? Como é que vai permanecer essa umidade, nessa fertilidade também no solo? Okay, this fertility from this soil, from this ground. So it's important, the rain. Okay, rain. Yeah. I'm jealous of the rain. Yeah, do you know this song? This is another song from Labyrinth, Jealous. Okay.
Teacher Jonathan, Davi is saying the Colorado River is 2,330 kilometers long. In the rain, in the wetlands, join the salt water of the ocean.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Perfect conclusion. Joins the salt water of the ocean in the Gulf of California. Yeah. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely game. So, here joins the salt water. Salt water. Very good. Of the ocean. Okay? Right. Going on. Moving on. But there's a problem. Factories, farms, and cities are using a lot of water from the delta's wetlands. There is also less than there was in the past. Okay, so in this case, less what? Okay, there is also less than there was in the past. Então, o que é que antes, né, hoje, né, existe menos do que antes no passado. O que é que se trata? Ele fala aí sobre esse problema, né, de alguns locais que eles utilizam muito a água, né, dessas zonas, né, desses pântanos. Então, há menos o quê? Fresh water, okay? There is also less fresh water, okay? Fresh water, right? There is less fresh water than there was in the past. This means that in some parts is now completely dry. Oh Jesus. So they talk about the scarcity. I will put here this word, scarcity. Então ele fala da escassez da água. Em alguns casos há essa parte seca, né? Em alguns solos existe essa escassez de água. The scarcity, from the scarcity of water. Yes, it happens. So the ground in some parts is now completely dry. Okay, ground, right? Ground. Okay, but what the other words? Essas outras palavras que faltaram aí, elas não vão ser empregadas. Então, provavelmente, no caso, ficaram, né? Sky não foi mencionado e nem cloud. Okay? Great, good. Next one. Learn new words. Listen to these words and match them to the definitions. Then listen and repeat. So, attention to these words. Clean, dirty, safe, unsafe. Okay? Let's listen to.
Activity 5. Listen for these words and match them to the definitions. Water gives life, but it is also a killer. Less than 1% of the water on Earth is fresh water, and not all of that water is clean and safe to drink. Unsafe water is one of the top 10 killers in the world. Dirty water causes 80% of all diseases in some parts of the world.
Okay, so this case they mention the previous text. Né? Ele mencionou pouco daquele texto, né, que a gente tem lá na primeira parte da nossa aula. A gente comentou sobre esse texto, né? Ó, aqui ele trouxe a menção desse texto porque dentro dele existem as palavras que estão no vocabulário dessa outra questão. Ok? Next. The next listening, please.
Activity 5. Learn new words. Listen and repeat.
Clean. We can drink this water because it's clean.
Dirty. This water is very dirty, so you shouldn't drink it.
Safe. This water is safe to drink.
Unsafe. This water is unsafe. Don't drink it.
Right, so first one, not safe, dangerous. I've mentioned firstly, right? Here in this case is what? Is unsafe, okay? Unsafe. This first one is unsafe, okay? Next one, I need to raise here, excuse me. So the next one, number 2, free from dirt or marks. Okay, number 1, item 2 from the question 5. So here in this case, free from dirt or marks, clean. Okay, 3, not dangerous. Not dangerous, so in this case, safe. And number 4, covered with dirt or marks. Dirty. Okay, so this is the definitions from these words. All right. So guys, thank you. Here this is the explorers, okay? Roosevelt, right? Remember? And here Sandra, right? This is the picture from our page. And the message today is, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Então, de fato, um amigo de verdade é aquele amigo da necessidade. Certo? Thank you. Remember, next class we have math class, okay? Thanks a lot. See you next. Bye.